Alrighty my lovely Trails fans, it's that time again when we get to catch up with all of the lovely NPCs, so let's go ahead and get started. The Septune veins haven't settled down yet it seems, but just what's causing this phenomenon? Alright, looks like the processing is flowing smoothly. Still, the professor's incredible. To construct a system like this in such a short time? Phew, managed to get things tidied back up somehow. Alright, now to leave the rest to Supervisor Travis. You all should hurry to Elmo. I'll continue analysis here. If I find anything out, I'll contact the inn. Doesn't look like there's anyone on the roof, so we shouldn't have to make a detour up there. One of my recent research themes has been analysis of medicines prescribed by the church. I've had some results, such as I found their shoulder pain medicine is constructed in a pharmacological manner. It's a very small first step, but building up those is how we make new discoveries. Nice to meet you. I'm Muriel, an apprentice here. I'm searching for some documents. Can I have a moment of your time? So what kind of research do you do? That's so interesting. Sounds like she might have a crush on him. Right now I'm still searching for a theme. Until I can come up with one, I'm helping Ray with his experiments. She is definitely flirting with him. Is she even old enough to be flirting with a scientist that old? I don't suppose she's old enough to work here. Ah, you all. Seems like Professor Russell is doing some kind of experiment. Do you know anything about it? Maybe once I finish the paperwork, I'll go check it out. If I get some time, maybe I'll go check it out. Okay, so I have all the diagrams and blueprints in my case. Hugo's in charge of all of the orbal diagrams. I've got emergency snacks in case I get hungry. Yep, I'm ready. Alright, I can board the factory ship anytime. Alright, boarding preparation complete. I'm sure Ursus will take care of my little sister Uriel. Ah, is there anything better than having a man that can cook and clean? Professor Russell is investigating the earthquakes too. Given the professor, I'm sure he'll end up trying to eat a rock or something and get a clue. Professor Russell is investigating the earthquakes too. All the office newbies start as mail carriers. Well, for some people like me, that start becomes the goal. If you're looking for the new girl, she should be around the research room somewhere. Well, I think that girl's got the knack for this kind of work. I've explained things to Elmo Village from my end. If you go there, Mao should be able to give you a hand. Well then, be careful. Okay, we'll go to the first floor last. Now then, I'd better get to the landing port. I'm gonna head out to Lyston Fortress on the factory ship soon. Once we get there, we're gonna swap out the Arcellys engine. We're gonna head out to Lyston Fortress on the factory ship soon. Once we... okay, nothing new there. Faye's been so happy and energetic lately. I guess she's back with her old boyfriend. Ah, so this is love reborn, huh? Ah, but I'm not gonna get depressed. Now's the time to focus on work and forget about Faye. Or that's the idea, but there's no way I can concentrate like this. Alrighty, time to head over to the checkpoint. Alrighty, here we are. Two breezes passed by here a short while ago. You didn't happen to see them while going through yourself, did you? Those two braces I saw looked like they were in a hurry. Phew, man, I feel sorry for anyone in that line of work. Poor guys barely have a second to breathe. We just got an emergency communique from headquarters, but ever since then the chief won't come out of his room. I wonder if something happened. I only just realised how long I've been here. Now then, I'd best prepare to get back to the capital. This guard post is the perfect place to read. Just like the cafe in the capital, I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars personally. Apparently there was some big communique from HQ. The commander ran out in a panic. It's gotta be related to the earthquakes, right? I'm thinking of going to Zeiss after this. If I did though, I'd have to pass through the Chaldea tunnel. I would like to walk it at least once, but it's a bit scary to think about. I'd also like to walk the Chaldea tunnel at least once. I'd feel way safer taking the airship from Rouen. I should probably talk to Mori and see what she wants to do. Moving subjects like waterfalls are hard to take a good picture of. I'm trying to capture that sense of liveliness, but that's just ended up in a lot of really muddy shots. So when I tried to focus on, well, focusing, I lost some of the sense of speed. Moving subjects like waterfalls are hard to take a good picture of. I wonder how the cameraman of the Labelle News does it. Really, Cromwell's too nervous. We get a lot of communiques from HQ. If you get worked up every time one comes in, you'll have a hard time with this job. We get a lot of communiques from HQ if you get worried every time. Okay. Apparently there was a strong earthquake at Leiston Fortress. We just got word from them. I had a bad feeling, but for it to actually come true? Apparently there was a strong earthquake. Hopefully there wasn't any damage. There was even an earthquake at Leiston Fortress. Gotta say, feels a bit too specific to be a coincidence. Well, I'm probably just overthinking it. There was even an earthquake at Leiston Fortress. Gotta say, feels too specific to be a coincidence. Alrighty, that's everyone caught up with here, so back to Zeiss. Alrighty, here we are. We've already contacted Elmo Village. Chief Murdoch explained the situation to them, so I'm sure they'll help out. Well then, please be careful. We've already contacted Elmo Village, Chief Murdoch, okay. Seems preparation is underway for the work on the Arceli. This time I'm keeping an eye on things here. I'm a theorist anyway, I wouldn't be of any use at all on site. Well, I can fix something like the town clock, but I wouldn't even dream of tightening a screw in the new model engine. New model ordnance have an extra slot. They're way stronger as a result, but it also makes setting it up kind of complicated. Hey everyone, good work. Oh yeah, so we got this apprentice technician recently, but rumour has it she's the grandchild of a super skilled technician we used to have. She seems like a normal girl, but I'm sure she's just keeping her genius under wraps. I'm an apprentice too, so I've got to make sure I keep up with her. Rumour has it that the new apprentice girl is the grandchild of a super skilled technician we used to have. I think he's talking about Taita. It seems we need permission to peruse the area. Apparently the security is tighter since the central factory was attacked once. There are amazing inventions completely unavailable in the outside world just rolling around in the labs here. If I had the time, I'd love to poke around and check them out. I bet I'd find a thing or two to sink a little mirror in. Apparently the factory ship is preparing to depart. Remen looks really motivated for once. Must be some really important job. They said it's going to Leiston Fortress. I forget who here sells the next magazine. They're finally gonna load the new engine onto the Arceli. The factory ship's getting ready as we speak. The work will be done at Leiston Fortress. I guess they've got their own circumstances and military secrets and whatnot. Just a bit ago we got a message from the central factory. Apparently there was an earthquake at Leiston Fortress. Man, I hope this doesn't make the work on the Arceli harder. Apparently there was an earthquake at Leiston Fortress too. I hope there wasn't any damage to the facilities there. We're readying the factory ship to launch right now. It's the first big job in a while, so I'm getting a little nervous. We're going to the same place, so it reminds me of the plan to rescue the professor. Is the XG02 loaded safe? Make sure you don't forget to bring the related parts. Anyway, the last thing I want is to forget something. This time we'll be doing the work at Lyson Fortress after all. Even if we did forget something, we won't be able to come back for it. Yeah, it'll be a long walk. Don't worry, we've already loaded everything. All the goods listed have been loaded. They're finally going to equip the new engine model into the Arcelli. Good luck with the swap-over job. I'll be here praying to adios. This is the Central Factory's airship, Libnitz. It's got full sets of equipment for maintenance, production and transport of products. It's basically a flying factory. Now I get to see the factory ship up close and in person. I'm so glad I'm alive. Wow, he's really happy. I see, flowers for a bit of decoration. I would like at least one pot to brighten up the lab. Still, I see. The viewpoint of something is to be appreciated visually is also interesting. After all, that certainly is one of the reasons people love plants. I see for observing, certainly that is one of the reasons people love plants. Lately, small, more conservative flowers have been popular. They're a good accent for a flower bed. When you're pressed for space, I recommend small flowers. You can enjoy a wide variety of flower colours in a very small space. Mum's seriously forgotten her original goal. Where, I wondered, did the plan to deal with the earthquakes go? Mum's seriously forgotten her original goal. I'd like to make a flower bed of just small flowers, but there really isn't any space on the veranda, is there? There's no more space to put flower beds on that veranda. If I want to put down more flower beds, maybe I need to get a new shelf. The other day, Carl over at the Central Factory showed me the new model Orbital gun. The detail work is still rough, but the driver portion's downright revolutionary. If they can get it to the testing phase, that gun will probably be huge. The store manager at our place, Jorg, has been obsessed with this new model gun. Looking at its craftsmanship, I can easily see why. It'd be best to get a skilled gunner to test it out. My husband works as an intermediary in airship sales, and lately he's been out a lot. He just came back from Bose, but now he's off to the capital. According to my husband, the number of deals we've been getting from the Empire has been on the rise. I wonder if this means we'll be able to break the ice with the Empire soon. Lately there have been a lot of deals involving airships. Sales are going great, but the downside to that is I'm absurdly busy. I feel like screaming with joy and exhaustion. I've got another business deal to discuss in the capital with representatives from the Republic. It's very exciting. If exports keep increasing like this, the airship business has a bright future. Seems like everyone's praying for the earthquakes to stop. I must admit though, it's uplifting to have everyone wishing for the same thing. Seems like everyone's praying for the earthquakes to stop. I've skipped a bit too much work, but I can't go home yet, not until my prayers are heard. Great adios, please, no more earthquakes. Also, thank you for all the medicine. The number of people who worship in the church has increased. Everyone's praying to the goddess that there will be no more earthquakes. Father Vixen can barely contain his happiness at the growth of the congregation. But to me it just seems a bit overly convenient to believe that the goddess exists solely to save us from strife. To only pray when you're in trouble, it just seems a bit overly convenient. Oh goddess of the sky, adios. Grant your blessing to these people. Apparently Randall's grandchild has joined the Central Factory. That's as good a bit of news as when we heard the new model engine was completed. He must be very proud. I'd be glad for all the youngsters to join the factory. In the times coming, it'll be technology that moves the world. Apparently Randall's grandchild, that's a good bit of news. I heard you're heading to Elmo. Wow, you really do know everything, Killiker. Hazel contacted me to target Leiston Fortress. Whoever is responsible doesn't have a lot of common sense. Be very careful as you go. Yeah, that's the plan. That is all. Now hurry. Yeah, we're off. No new jobs. Let's just check up on Chloe. Oh, hey guys. Anything I can help with? Wait, what does it say here? That these expert at recovery arts, possesses useful support crafts, a superior range and powerful arts not limited by lines. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with Olivia. I'm sure I can play with Olivia's augments later on to turn him into a healer. Yeah, we just went in there. Hold on, who's that? Okay, we've spoken to them. Okay, we've got the store here. My wife goes to church a lot. She's got a really bad case of shoulder pain, so she gets medicine from Father Vixen. But, she's kind of late getting back today. Usually she comes right back after a bit of prayer. My wife went to go get some medicine from the church, but she's kind of late on her way back though. I wonder if something else came up. Usually she comes right back after a bit of prayer. Okay, still no issue. Mum's late today. She's not back from the church. Mum's late today. She always comes quite back too. Ah, hey, Tita, welcome. Seems you've got a bunch of people with you. Are they the professor's assistants too? No, not exactly, but they are helping with some research. Are you helping out, Knowles? Yeah, just finished picking up some stuff that got knocked over by the earthquake. But if the professor's researching them, then I'm sure these earthquakes will be solved no problem. Hope you got a new invention up your sleeves to deal with these earthquakes. Wishing you luck with it, Tita. See you later. See you at Sunday school. I better hurry up and put all the fruit back. I wish the professor would hurry up and get rid of these earthquakes. I've come to accept that I just plain suck at shopping for food. It all just looks the same to me. Maybe I should just ask the store owner. I decided to buy the item on the far right, but all the apples I picked out like that have been sour. I wonder why. Are you continuously picking sour apples by any chance? Like apples are intentionally sour? A while ago, an acquaintance showed a gun in development to Stain, and if you can believe it, he actually liked it for once. Apparently we'll be carrying it once they've got enough testing done. Given that Stain even complimented it, I'm sure it'll be a great gun once it's finished. For Stain to like something even when it's still in development is real rare. If they find a good tester, I'm sure they'll turn it into a bestseller. Okay, there's nothing new here. Anyone upstairs? Nope. Oh yeah, Louise said she had to go away on a business trip. Apparently they're going to change out an airship's engine at Leiston Fortress. But wait, thinking about it? Who's going to take care of her little sister Uriel while she's away? That would be me, I guess. Who takes care of her little sister Uriel when she's away on business? That would be me, I suppose. Oh yeah, apparently that non-aggression pact will be signed soon. I'd love if I had more Republican guests as a result of that agreement. Apparently that non-aggression pact will be signed soon. Still as always, augment sales are doing very well. Just as our national sales had started dropping, foreign exports came to be expanding. Our connection with foreign countries will be extremely critical moving forward. The Queen has tremendous foresight given how much she's worked on reconciliatory negotiations. Our connection with foreign countries will be extremely critical moving forward. My sister went off to Leiston Fortress for work. I wish she'd cleaned up before she left. That girl just bewilders me. Apparently she's incapable of cleaning herself. One of our employees, Emma, is still scared of the earthquakes. Normally she's far too energetic, so it's almost nice for a change, but the way she's depressed has me worried. Ah, welcome. Just thinking about the earthquakes kills my appetite. Probably next I'll end up an insomniac. Just thinking about the earthquakes kills my appetite. Oh, there's somebody here. While I was looking into the scoop at the central factory, I heard some interesting stories. It isn't the brain of the kingdom for no reason. Now time to put together an article on the next ship back. Alrighty, I don't see the point in going to Leiston Fortress because the only person you can really speak to is that guard and he's not going to say much. So I'm just going to go ahead to the Sanctheim Gate. And here we are. Okay, so who do we have? Seems like cleaning up after the earthquake's done, but Hector still isn't back. I wonder if he's eating early. Hector went off to help and still isn't back. I wonder if he's eating early. I just went off to pray with the priest. Going and praying really calms my soul sometimes. We should at least pray to Adios when there are earthquakes going on. Even that earthquake was the will of the goddess. Going and praying on occasion feels like it calms my soul. Maybe for the next day off I should go join services at the cathedral. I've been working here for quite a while, but my heart still bursts with excitement when a customer eats my food. That's why I always work with my back to everyone. My face would give me away. I've been working here for quite a while, but my heart still bursts with excitement when a customer eats my food. You gotta be passionate. Now that I think about it, there's a priest visiting from the cathedral. Given the earthquake we had, maybe I'll go pray later. But to only go praying when the earthquakes hit, how rude. If I were the goddess, I'd probably drop some heavenly punishment on some heads. To only go praying when the earthquakes hit, how rude. If you only go when it's useful to you, I should think Adios might be a little put out. I heard there was a young priest here today, so I came to look, pray. And sweet Adios, jackpot, he's not just young, he's also pretty handsome. If he was my priest, I'd pray every day. His face is so perfect as he prays. I can feel the presence of the goddess just shining through him as he prays. I should know, I stared at him for ages as he prayed. Goddess of the sky, Adios. I ask you grant your protection to those gathered here, and I ask you to watch over us to the end from your grand heights. I shall pray again. Please let lines shine on the path beneath our feet when we stray. Please protect us from the darkness that lies in the depths. There's more people here at service than normal. Probably thanks to the earthquake, huh? There's more people here at service than normal. So this time there was an earthquake at Leiston Fortress. All of them have struck at critical military facilities. I can't believe that's a coincidence. Anyway, we will continue with guarding this location. There's no way to fight an earthquake. Damage to Leiston Fortress was apparently kept to a minimum. It seems they were aware of the earthquake in advance. Imagine that! For having the soldiers stay on alert status. As for the earthquake at the fortress, we'll wait to announce it until we have a clear picture of the damage done. Let's go see how that depressed boy Anton is doing. Right after I check out what's out here. Nothing. Lying down like this is just making me irritated. Do I really want to waste my days like this? When I came to my senses, I was so scared. I thought I was gone over shore. Lying down like this is just making me irritated. Do I really want to waste my days like this? The floor here isn't real well suited to sleeping on. Ideally, this would be the elevated gardens in the royal castle. I bet the grass there'd be perfectly soft. Seems like Anton's started to get bored of this too. From here you can see the Carnelia Tower on the Trap Plains, but lately the top of the tower has been shining like crazy. I reported it to my commanding officer, but I wonder what that light is. The tower started shining after the birthday celebrations, as I recall. At some point there was this big pillar-like light rising into the sky. Ever since then you can see a light glowing on the very top of the tower. Okay, so our next destination, if we go to our map here, is going to be Wolf Fort before we head on over to Elmo Village. Here we are, the Calvard border. So Iceland Fortress was attacked, huh? We just received word ourselves. I think the general's there, but I'm sure he'll get through it somehow or another. As I recall, the general is at the fortress. I'm sure he'll get through it somehow. Iceland Fortress this time, huh? It's amazing how they can happen as if they're aimed right for military facilities. The earthquakes have been striking as if aiming for critical facilities. It's hard to think it's a coincidence. Faye, no, don't. People are watching us. Faye, no, don't. Sleeping on the job. Hey, good work. I'm just on my way back to Zeiss. You guys sure seem in a hurry. Yeah, actually. Estelle explained that the source of the earthquakes was discovered to be in Elmo Village. Well, that's kind of freaky. Anyway, seems like you should hurry. Be careful out there. Yeah, we're gonna go. Shouldn't you hurry to Elmo? Please be careful. Seems like even the Sanctheim Gate had an earthquake not long ago. Gotta say, it's getting kinda creepy having this many. Apparently there was an earthquake at the Sanctheim Gate. Heard there wasn't much damage though, thank adios. When was it that the really big guy came around here? He ate just as much as you'd expect for someone his size. He cleaned me right out of a bunch of ingredients. I wonder if he'll come again. Do I have his meals? I do. Seems like that really big guest was from the Republic. I'm from there too, so I can tell with just a glance. It's all in the clothes. Seems the commander got an emergency communication. I wonder what's happened now. Apparently we got an emergency communication. I'd like to know what it said, but at the same time I kinda don't want to know what it said. Well, that's everyone here spoken to, so I guess we head on over to Elmo Village. Ah, good, you're here. Mrs. Mao! Hello again. Murdoch called ahead of you lot, told me what's happening. There've been earthquakes all over the region, eh? Odd. Odd? Nothing. This whole thing is bizarre, but maybe you can help us. Actually, I'd like to turn that around. I was about to contact the guild anyway. Something strange happened just a few hours ago. What? An earthquake hit here too? I almost wish. An earthquake might be less destructive. Well, picture's worth 1,000 words, eh? Come see for yourself. Whoa, that's different. What in the... The springs are boiling over? What the heck? It's not supposed to get this hot. Believe me, I'd like to know what's going on here too. Right after I got off the phone with Murdoch, I heard a big fuss out here. I came out to see what was going on and found this. Maybe the pump is broken somehow? It might be emitting heat or... Wait, no, it couldn't heat all this water. No, the pump's working just fine. I checked it a second ago. The way I see it, something at the source of the springs must have changed. So, I'm guessing temperature changes like this aren't too common? It's never happened while I've been here, and I've been here half a century. It's worrying to say the least. It seems as though this could be related to our quaking Earth, no? Perhaps the excitement of the Septian veins has increased the temperature of the water. That's really likely, actually. And if the water keeps getting hotter, the springs will be too dangerous to live near. Like heck we'll let that happen. Come on, let's go find the problem. Ma'am, where's the spring source? Can we go check it out? I thought you might ask that, so I fished this out of the back of the drawer. Go on, take it. A key? It's the key to the wooden gate near the pump shed. The cave down to the source of the springs is that way. Sweet! Thanks, Mrs. Mao. I didn't know there was a cave like that. Heh, thanks for getting things ready for us, ma'am. Oh, don't worry. We're the ones asking you for a favour after all. I can't well let the customers boil themselves like eggs, and we can't even use our water for washing. I'm counting on you all to get to the bottom of this. You can bet we will. A mysterious cave which may hold the secrets to the earthquakes that have plagued us. We should only take to that stage when we're properly prepared. Yeah, we just might find who we're looking for inside. Let's make sure we go in loaded and ready. Aw, how can we make hot spring boiled eggs like this? They'd be hard boiled in a second. The hot water's boiling. Is this really happening? The hot springs are done for, so am I. Please hurry up and fix it somehow. My store lives and dies on the patronage of bathing guests. My store lives and dies on the patronage of bathing guests. If the hot springs are done for, so am I. What a scoop! I've got to get my camera ready and grab a picture. No, wait. Shouldn't I get the situation written down first? Okay, calm down. Think calmly. Yeah. First, I need to grab some photos. Alright, time to shoot. What a scoop! I've got to get my camera ready and grab a picture. I thought it was loud outside, and wouldn't you know it, the springs were just bubbling away. As a housewife, it's nice to not have to take the time to boil water, but I suppose that's not the problem. But our village's hot springs are connected straight from the mountain. I wonder if something happened at the water source. Good luck investigating the spring source. If things continue on like this, we're out of business. For the hot springs to boil over like that, man, you never know what will happen in this world. You can reach the cave with the hot springs fountainhead by going through the wood gate in the back. If you use that key I just gave you, it should open. Sure is noisy out there. What's going on out front? I wonder if some monsters wandered in. Sure is noisy out there. What's going on out front? Where's Olivia's fangirl disappeared off to? For the springs to get so hot that they'd boil, I wonder what happened underground. This is the first time we've ever had such a problem. I wonder what happened. Maybe I already spoke to her. I lose track of people very easily. Oh, here she is. I really was going to clean the baths, you know, but there's so much steam that you can barely see your hand in front of your face. What's going on? I really was going to clean the baths, you know. No free craft point boost. Ugh, what a mess. The hot springs are no good. The inn can't keep up business. Perhaps there was a change in the earth. There was an earthquake, so it's not unthinkable. Alrighty, and that is everyone caught up with. So next episode, we will go and investigate the hot springs. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode is coming out. Feel free to head on over to my Twitter to follow the channel and any news and updates that are going to be going on. And feel free to leave a comment if there's anything that you want to say or talk about. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.